Hello everyone! Welcome to this Sims 3 house design video. So today I am here in Plymouth Isle, which is a world that I created completely from scratch, and you can check out that series on my channel. There's also a link in the description below to download the world if you have not yet. But this house is built on lot number 45. There's going to be a link in the description to download the house if you want to add it to your own game. There's also, of course, a link to the lot map as well, so you can see which lot 45 is. Now, this lot is it's right next to the kind of cafe slash office building, and it's right across the street from the previous house that I did, which was Indigo Craftsman. So yeah, and as you may have noticed already, it looks like I'm building two houses, and that's because I am. So this house is like one of two, and the way that I did this is I made the second house just empty. There's nothing in it. So essentially, it kind of acts like an apartment building. So the first house is like your Sim's apartment, and the second house is, like another apartment, basically, that your Sim doesn't have access to. So the way that I set it up is I used, hidden room markers in the second house, which is empty, and then I used public room markers on the outside of the lot. So technically, your Sim can go up, and I did test this. Your Sim can go up to the front door of the second house and, knock on the door, and an NPC will spawn as if they live there. So it does function as like an apartment, basically. So yeah, I thought it was kind of an interesting idea. I wanted to build like this kind of house on this lot, like a kind of smaller, narrower house, but the lot was really wide, as you can see, and it didn't really have like the compact feeling that I wanted. So I thought, why not build two houses and then, make one, livable one, and the other one kind of act like an apartment, and that way kind of get like the, the denser feeling that I wanted to go for without having to build like a large house. So it kind of worked out well in that way. Now, this house ends up having 3 bedrooms and 2.5 bathrooms, and it ends up costing around 71,000 simoleons. So it's kind of like a good intermediate priced house. So, it's a little bit lower in price because technically all of the stuff on the outside is public, like part of like an apartment building, technically in the game. So the value of the house is only like applying to the structure of the house and the inside stuff. So like the stuff even on the back porch is technically not included in the price because I made it, a public lot, used a public lot marker on it. So yeah, that's kind of a little bit beneficial because it means that it doesn't cost as much, but it still works out pretty well. And of course, you can't, if you download this lot, you can't edit the lot at all. You can only edit the inside of the house that I built unless you use the cheat. I think it's restrict build buy-in buildings false. If you use that cheat, then you're free to edit the lot however you want. So, just keep that in mind. Just if you download this lot and you want to like make any alterations to the second house, if you say you want to finish the second house and you want to like make it not like the, apartment building style way, you have to enter in the cheat, restrict build buy-in buildings false, and then delete all of the hidden room markers and public room markers from the lot, and then basically you're free to go, and you can kind of, do whatever you want with the other house. So yeah, that works out pretty well. But at least for my purposes, the way I built this, I wanted it to kind of function like an apartment building, so I didn't have to furnish the whole other house, which also doesn't really make sense in my mind because this house, it's kind of strange to have like two fully furnished houses on one lot, I guess, unless you want to play with two different families in one household or have like, a different generation, like say have like grandparents or something living in one and a family living in the other. I know that I built some townhouses earlier that I finished like all 3 of those, but I don't know. I just didn't feel like doing that with this one. And these aren't really townhouses. They're kind of like 2 separate houses on one lot. So I thought I was just going to make one kind of function like an empty apartment. So yeah, anyway, that's the whole story behind that, I guess. But yeah, so from the outside, the 2 houses are very similar looking. I do have some slight differences. So one of them has like a bay window. So I think I have to end up changing it a little bit later because when I put the hidden room markers in, it caused some like weird glitch with the diagonal walls. But anyway, the one that I don't end up furnishing ends up having like a little bay window, a little bump out. And then the house that I do furnish has a garage attached to it, and then like an extra like bathroom on the second floor there. as you can see, over the garage that the other house doesn't have. Besides that, they're the same though. They have like the same structure basically, and the same like kind of porches and stuff. So yeah, all that kind of stuff's the same. It's just, some slight differences. Of course, I make them different colors. I make the NPC house, the empty house, blue, and then I make the other one yellow. So, just like some little differences there and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, here I'm just continuing to recolor all of the fencing and railings and columns and the windows and all that kind of good stuff. Now, as you can see here, the garage is very compact because I have this kind of limited amount of space to work with between the two houses. So there's no interior door that connects to the garage, so I put an exterior door. So if your Sims ever want to go in the garage for some reason, which they don't need to, there's a door there that connects the outside, but there's no interior door that goes to the garage. And then there's another driveway for the second house, so you can see kind of how that works. Technically, I could have built a garage for the other house as well. There's enough room there, but then the two houses would have been connected, and I didn't really want them to be connected. I wanted them to be completely separate structures that didn't have any connection between them. So that was kind of the idea there. But anyway, here I'm just getting some doors inside the house and all the different rooms and stuff, and I'm putting some basic furnishings in here just to act as gauges of the rooms and placeholder stuff. And I don't know, I just kind of like to lay things out at first. So that's the master bathroom there, and this is the other bathroom on the second floor. And then I do change around the floor plan on the first floor a little bit. So this is the kitchen right here, and it does stay the kitchen. It actually ends up as I'm putting it in right now, but I do move around the laundry a little bit. So right now it's considering making a separate laundry room, as you can see, by doing that, and then having a little office or something there in the front. But then I realized I might as well put the laundry in the little back room, the little mud room at the back, and then just kind of make the office space bigger. I mean, that first floor room that I will end up using as the office, it's basically to the left of the stairs and you're facing the front of the house, is it's kind of a funky room because I had to create this 2x1 void because of the way that the garage door connects to the house. So the constrained floor elevation there kind of made that area a little funky. So it's kind of a weird shaped room. It's very small, but I use it as an office. You could technically use it as a fourth bedroom though if you wanted to. So there is an opportunity there to make this house 4 bedrooms if you want. But anyway, here I'm just adding some color on. I actually don't keep it this exact color. It's a little bit too purple for my taste, so I tweaked it a little bit to make it a little bit more blue, as you can see there. But yeah, it's getting that on this house. This blue house here is, as you can tell, not the one that I'm going to be finishing up or furnishing because there's no inside to it. But yeah, it's obviously, more than easy enough to go in to this lot and remove the lot markers and make 2 fully finished houses if you want to, and have 2 families living on the lot, in one household, or have grandparents in one house and a family in the other, something like that. So lots of possibilities that you could do with this. But yeah, anyway, right now I am making this house here yellow, so I went with this kind of light yellow color, and I'm just getting that on the house. So yeah, both houses are pretty much just siding, and then near the end I kind of use this cinder block, kind of stone block, I don't even know, material as the foundation. So yeah, I mean, the idea behind these houses, they're not super fancy. They're kind of meant to be a little bit less expensive houses. I mean, the price of them, the price of the one that I do is $71,000, which is, for me, at the lower end of these kinds of houses, or at least of a house this size. So it's a good price for a house this size. I mean, this house is actually quite comparable in price and in size to Waydale Cottage, which I did a couple months ago, I think, that was in May, or no, actually that might have been April. No, it was May, I think. Anyway, it's not that important. So yeah, that house is pretty similar to this one in price. I think they're both around $70,000. They're both 3 bedrooms, and they both have an office, and they're both kind of a similar style. But yeah, this house though, of course, has a lot more going on the lot because it has like the second house there as like an apartment. And then also it's right on the beach too. So actually I failed to mention that thus far in the video, but yes, it's right on the beach here as you can see. I mean, of course, in real life, you'd probably have some sort of dune or a little bit more space separating the house from the ocean, but it's The Sims, so it's fine, don't worry about it. So yeah, the house is quite close to the ocean, but so are the other buildings around it. It is what it is, but it's a nice view. As you'll see in the screenshots, there's like the back balcony and the back porch have like really nice views of the ocean. Then of course the porch goes right down to the beach with the stairs there on both of the two houses here, so that's very nice. But anyway, here I'm starting with the kitchen. I don't know why, but I always like to start with the kitchens first in these houses. So the vibe I was going for with this house was something like a little bit more dated, so I kind of purposely went for these kind of brown appliances, and then we have kind of like this pink tile backsplash. It's also kind of fun just to make these houses that are kind of more dated. I don't know, it's fun to like mess around with some of the more goofy colors and stuff. But yeah, as you can see here, we have basically the bones of the kitchen, and getting some details in now. So I got some little flowers and a little bit of paper towels there and a little blind on the window. And I'm also going to add some shelves as well, but we have a little mat there under the sink, which I'm just recoloring right now. So just going through some colors here, or patterns. But yeah, got that there. And what we're looking for here are some bookshelves. So we got that in. So we have like a couple bookshelves there. I think those are from University Life. So just kind of stacked those together. And anyway, now I'm moving on to, I don't even know, getting in a little shelf there in the laundry room, and in the dining room I got a bookshelf. This is the little office there where I just put the desk. But yeah, I think we're gonna do the dining room now. So we have this kind of wainscoting with the wood paneling underneath it, and then here I'm just kind of getting in some wallpaper or paint color and just recoloring the dining set here. I don't think all the chairs are usable, but I hope that most of them are. I think maybe the ones closer to the archways might be a little bit problematic as it is in the game. But it's like this room feels like an appropriate size. It's really annoying the way that you can't like place chairs close to archways without move objects, even though they're not like that close. It's just the way it is. But anyway, here getting in some plants in this room, which I thought would be nice to have. And also a curtain there for those windows. Of course, that side of the house kind of just looks right at the brick wall of the office building next door, or it's like a cafe or something. So, not the most ideal, but it's fine. It's like it's not a super fancy house, so it doesn't need to have like the ultimate view from every angle. But yeah, anyway, here coming in and doing the living room. The living room is fairly compact, as you can see, but we have a love seat and a couple of armchairs in here, and also a little mirror there. And what else? A little bookshelf in the corner. That's very nice. There wasn't really enough room for a coffee table, unfortunately, and I'm just realizing now that I did not include a yellow horse with this house, unfortunately. I just forgot about it. So, oh well, it's okay. It's like, I don't know, I feel like it's half and half. Like half the time I forget and half the time I remember. So it's not even really that much of a great tradition being upheld to have the yellow horse, since I forget so often, but no matter. So here I'm doing the powder room, the half bathroom on the first floor. So pretty simple little half bathroom here. I've got your pedestal sink and your toilet. Here I'm just recoloring the living room curtains and getting some toilet paper, a little hand towel action right there, and recoloring the flooring. So we kind of got these nice herringbone kind of tiles there on the floor, technically bricks, but I like using kind of the brick pattern sometimes because it's a little bit more of a different thing than using the tile patterns all the time. But anyway, that's pretty much it, I think, for the half bathroom downstairs. But yeah, anyway, all we have left really down here is the laundry room and this office. So yeah, this is kind of a funky little room here. As you can see, there's like that cut into the room I had to make. So I had that funky 1x1 corner. So I made like a little closet there. But yeah, it is a very narrow room, and I mean, it could be used as a bedroom, but it is very small, so I feel like that'd be kind of a sad bedroom. So I kind of just made it like a small office, which I think works pretty well. It's basically all you need. You got like an art easel in here, so your Sims can do, some skill building if they want to, and you have a computer as well. It's always good to have. And right now I'm just looking for some art to put on the wall there. So it's got some sunflowers, but yeah, here just getting a little lamp on the desk, and I'm also going to get in just some details and stuff. Got some art or pictures rather of different people, and doing sports. I don't know, and just getting some stuff here on the desk. So some little plants and I think some decorations. We'll see here. I got a little pad of paper there and some pencils. Also got like a little chair here, just because why not, I suppose. So yeah, just recoloring that bad boy right there. And I think that's mostly it. Oh, a little side table too. Why not? So, getting that in too. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it though for the office. So now we're going to move on to the laundry room. So it's kind of like a mudroom / laundry room. I don't know, or it's not really a mudroom, but it is like just a laundry room, but it has access to the outside. So it's kind of like where the back door is, and it's got like an archway to it. It's not like an enclosed room, but yeah, I thought it was kind of a good multi-use space. It's like your back entrance and also your laundry. So yeah, basically just getting in, your little sink there. So, your Sims can do some cleansing if they need to, I don't know, and also some more paper towel and like little cleaning bottles or something. Anyway, that's the first floor. So we're gonna move on now to the upstairs, I believe. So we have a little upstairs hallway right here that I'm just getting some lights in, and I think a little bookshelf maybe. We'll see. I don't know. Might take me a moment. Oh, a rug. That's good. Always nice to have a little rug there. And there's the bookshelf. Alrighty. So that's the hallway. So now we're going to move on to the master bedroom. So all 3 bedrooms in this house have balconies, which is nice. So the master bedroom and then one of the kids' rooms both share this front balcony, and then the other bedroom has a rear balcony, which of course the rear balcony is the nicer one because it faces the ocean. Kind of would have been maybe a good idea if I had made that the master bedroom, but you know what? No matter. It's not that hard to change around if you want, because the ensuite bathroom is, touches both rooms. So you could technically just move the door over and then make the other bedroom the master, which now, I didn't even think about that until just now, but yeah, technically that might make more sense to have the master bedroom face the ocean, but no matter. Anyway, just getting in some getting in some furnishings here. I have this little side table, which I thought was nice to have. Also have a wardrobe and getting in a rug here. It's a fairly decent sized room, as you can see. I have a nice wood flooring in here as well. Getting in some curtains. And I'm also going to get in some lights there in that closet as well. But yeah, and now we're going to move on to this bathroom right here. So just kind of, recoloring some things. This is the master bathroom, of course. And, it's actually fairly large. It's actually larger than one of the bedrooms. The third bedroom is smaller than this bathroom because I wanted to put a closet in it. Otherwise, it would have been the same size. But, no matter. It's a very nice master bathroom. Again, on purpose, a little bit more dated, but it's still fancy kind of for this house. So anyway, you have the double sinks, you have your separate tub, your separate shower, and just getting in some hand towels there, as you probably saw. And here I'm looking for a flooring that I can use. I think I went with that one, and I kind of recolored it a little bit, and there you go. So yeah, that's the flooring, and also like a little fern plant thing in the corner there. And what else? Some hand towels over there as well. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the master suite. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, now I think we're going to move on to the rear bedroom once I color that little painting frame there, I guess. So yeah. Oh, what am I doing here? I was looking for something else, but I didn't end up getting anything else in there. So yeah, this is what is kind of a teen's room, I guess. I don't know. Could be a kid's room or a teen's room, but it has a nice windows there that kind of like face the ocean, and it has like that balcony, of course, which is very nice. Here I'm just getting in some of the furniture and looking for a lamp that I can use, so putting that in right there, and also a dresser back there as well with a little mirror over it. And what else? Let's see, getting in some curtains. Yes, and making those pink, I think. Yep. Oh, I also rhymed. Did not intend that to rhyme, but it did. How nice. Anyway, I'm also going to get like a funky wallpaper, and I think I get some sort of like, I don't even know, these flowers. I think these little flowers here. And I kind of recolor that and use that. And yeah, I'm also going to get in something else over here, I think. Yeah, like that pin-up board there. corkboard, I guess, if you will, and a little lamp in the corner, a poster over the bed, recoloring the carpet, and getting in a little stereo, a little plant there as well. I think I put a beanbag chair in, a little watermelon beanbag chair, kind of recolor that. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this bedroom. Fairly simple. There's a little closet there. I'm gonna get some clothes in there a little bit later on. But yeah, there you go. And then over here I have the upstairs bathroom, the upstairs kind of, hallway bathroom. So this bathroom is pretty simple, but has a tub and shower combo, as you can see, and your pedestal sink and your toilet. Just kind of going with like an apricot kind of peach color. I don't even know for the fixtures in here. And also kind of brown for like the wall tile and the flooring. So, definitely more on the dated side, but that was the idea. So getting in some hand towels and then also a mirror there over the sink, a little mat there in front of the sink as well. But yeah, I think that's mostly it for this bathroom as well. I'm going to get some curtains in too, and probably a little hand towel thing, another little towel rack. But yeah, we're moving on now to the third and final bedroom. As you can see, it's very small, but it does have a door that goes out to the front balcony, which is nice. This room is kind of plant themed, but it's kind of meant to be a kid's room. It's a very, very small bedroom. As you can see, it's like a 3x3 square with like a little 1x1 entrance. I mean, of course, if you remove the fake closet, because of course all the closets are just decorative, but if you were to remove the closet, you would definitely regain a little bit more space and it'd be kind of less claustrophobic in here. But I like to have my closets, so it is what it is. But it is a very small room, and you can tell it's smaller than the master bathroom. In fact, it would be the same size as the master bathroom if it weren't for the closet. So yeah, it's a small bedroom. But anyway, getting in. Oh, I also put a curtain in the office, which I forgot to do earlier. Getting into a few small things. There wasn't really much room to like fit too many things in here, but I still got some toys in, a little rug as well, and some things on the walls. But yeah, that's pretty much it though for that room for the most part. But anyway, now I'm gonna get some clothes in all the closets, all the decorative closets, but getting in some clothes there, so that looks nice. And I think that's honestly pretty much it for all the inside work for this house. So now I'm just going to do some outdoor furnishings and some landscaping and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm just getting in some outdoor seating here. It's good to take advantage of these balconies and kind of porches and outdoor spaces. So yeah, I've also got a couple little chairs there on the beach. And I put a small outdoor dining table here, which I thought would be nice to have because, you have like all that space out there. So also a little hanging plant over it. And then for the other house here, I put an outdoor dining table as well and a little lounge chair there as well. And I put some lounge chair upstairs and in the front. And then, yeah, I don't know if I put anything on the front porch of the other house. I don't think so. But yeah, I did put a bench on the front porch of the finished house. I put some hanging planters over here. Also some mats there as well for the doors. I put one here for the front door of this house as well. So just getting that in. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the inside stuff though and all those small things. So getting in some outdoor lighting here. So just some porch lights, balcony lights, all that kind of good stuff on both of the houses here. So just doing that. So yeah, and what else? More upstairs, more lights. And also I'm going to recolor these kind of pylons or whatever you call them for these porches here. Yeah, here I'm kind of getting in that like cinder block or like stone brick sort of material for the foundations for these houses. And what else? I think we're basically going to do some landscaping. I have to do the garage here though for this house. So getting in some lighting and doing some wall material there. So getting some wall coverings in here and just painting that up and getting some blinds on the windows. And I got some little lights down here in the lower part of the garage because of course it looks kind of dark. So yeah, also recoloring that little fence there, which I put in so that driveway doesn't just lead straight onto the beach because that would be a little weird. And then I got this like hedge, this like row of hedges to like separate the two driveways, which I guess makes the two houses feel like a little bit more separated. And I got some trees in between as well. I thought that also kind of helped because I wanted the houses to be close and look like, they kind of went together, but also, are distinctly two houses. That's the idea. So, that's why I kind of made that little barrier there between the driveways, which I thought was nice. But yeah, I just like really like the way this turned out. I just like the idea of these like two houses on one lot like this, because you can't really do this if you're building, you know, on two separate lots. It always has to be like this random, like quite wide strip of grass, you know, because you can't put two lots right against each other. So in this way, these, you know, I was able to, you know, make it look a little bit nicer since they're all on one lot here. So I think that turned out pretty well. Anyway, right now just getting a little front walkway for that house, getting in some bushes and stuff just kind of around the sides and all that kind of good stuff. You know, it's all the same plants and things I've been using around the world. I got a little grill there for this house. I also got some air conditioning units and electrical boxes for each house as well. Some little ferns around the back here. I didn't do too many plants by the beach because, you know, I don't think these kinds of bushes and stuff I'm putting are really be growing in sand. But I mean, plants, you know, they can be surprising where they grow, but, you know, I didn't really want to kind of put too much stuff on the sand. Anyway, here I am doing the terrain painting, so it's kind of getting that in everywhere, you know, just so everything looks very nice and finished off well. So, you know, just doing all the terrain painting and getting in some kind of light dirt, like dusting of dirt and dead grass and all that kind of stuff underneath the porches. You know, it always helps. Helps because, you know, you wouldn't really have thriving grass growing where there's no sunlight. So yeah, just kind of doing that and getting dirt underneath all of the plants and bushes and all that kind of stuff. Just always adds a nice little extra bit of detail to the house. So yeah, it's basically going through doing that. I also put some dirt terrain paint underneath both houses here. So I just made sure to do that as well because I didn't really want grass terrain paint under the houses. Just touching up the terrain paint inside the garage there. Adding a little bit of dead grass underneath the porches as well, and a few dandelions. I really wanted to put 2 mailboxes and 2 trash cans, but you can't really do that because there's a rule in the game where you can only get 1 mailbox per lot, unfortunately. So yeah, it would have looked nice if there was like 2 mailboxes, and I wasn't about to get out like a dumpster and like a apartment style mailbox where there's like 30 boxes. It really didn't make sense since there's only 2 houses here, so I just kind of didn't bother with that. But anyway, we're getting very, very near to the end here of this video. So there's going to be some screenshots coming up in about a minute. So I hope you stick around for those so you can get kind of a good look at what the house looks like from the inside and all of that. And, you know, if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate it. And if you liked the video, make sure to give it a like. And I'd love to hear your feedback in the comments below. But yeah, of course, you can download the house. There's a link in the description below. I built this house on lot number 30, not lot 30, sorry, lot 45, lot number 45. So, you know, you can download Plymouth Isle as well if you don't have it yet. There's a link in the description below as well. But yeah, just doing some final touches here, getting in the hidden room markers and the public room markers, public lot markers or whatever. I also had to add like a little gate. I had to like split up this front porch because you need like a public room marker on one side of the door and a hidden room marker on the other side of the door to make like an NPC door, and it wouldn't recognize it when I was using a porch. So I did have to put like a weird little gate, but no matter, it's fine. Anyway, you know, it all works out in the end, and it's not really a big deal. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you all next time. Have a great day, everyone. Enjoy the screenshots.